Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. I got him, you got him, we got him. Comic issues, yeah!
Hey guys, welcome to Comic Issues episode 29. And I hope we got a good episode here for you today. Check out my new logo. Yeah, hope you like that. We're going to get straight into the wheel and get us some comics read. Here we go, guys. We got 4 entries this week. Let's see what the wheel has. And we're going to spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it now. All right. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. T31. I think that's a new winner. I think that person's never won before. So that's awesome. Congrats. Thanks for adding your number to the wheel. If you'd like to be on the wheel, here's the numbers and letters available. All you do is take a letter and a corresponding number that's not in the parentheses. Put it down in the comments below. We'll put you on the wheel and we'll spin just like you've seen. Let's get this comic out, guys, and see what it is. Hey, guys, we're back. I got my wife to get the comic out, and I said, is it a good one? And she said, I don't know. So we'll see what it is. Boom, got it right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, open. Ooh, control. I like how we're getting number ones of everything. So here we have an American flag thong, and we have a ball gag, and we have some hangman. So this is going to be a crime story. Andy Diggle. Andy Diggle. That guy sounds familiar. I can't remember who Andy Diggle is, but I think he's a prolific writer. And Angela Cruikshank. There we go. Control number 1. Let's get into it. All right, we're back. What a great comic, guys. What a great comic. So this was done by Andy Diggle. I knew I had heard of Andy Diggle. He's got almost 600 issues he's done. And what I really remember is Thief of Thieves and The Losers. The Losers was actually picked up in 2010 to make a TV show or a movie or something like that. I think it's a movie. But yeah, I really liked The Losers, and I liked Thief of Thieves, but I think Thief of Thieves ended on a like a cliffhanger, and they didn't pick it up for years. And I think they're back at it now. So yeah, I really like Thief of Thieves, and he's done Daredevil, and he's done all these different things. The other person that I said was Angela Cruikshank, and it seems like she just helped Andy Diggle on this one because this is the only thing she's ever worked on. She's a writer. So the real artist is Andrea Andrea Muddy. It's a guy, and he's done Infinite Dark, Rebels, Maniac of New York. This guy, the drawing is great. It fits this crime story to a T. So let's get into it, guys. We got, as soon as you open the friggin' thing, the control is there, and what do you see? Just this guy blasting this guy in the back of the head. Black and white. Plain as day. I'm like, hold on a second. Wait. Let me get my seatbelt on. Because I'm going to need it. This thing's just non-stop, 100% octane. Let's get into the rest of it. So we start where like Capitol Hill or something like this. It looks like the Capitol. I'm not sure if it is or not. And it seems like somebody's talking to us as the person that's getting ready to get killed. They're like, I guess you already know where this ends for you, in a deep hole in the ground. You'd think that he's talking to you, but he's really not. He's talking to this guy that's hanging up here. So here we got this, it looks like a hitman or somebody here, and he's trying to figure out some information from this guy hanging. And he wants to know where the card or where the girl's at. So obviously this guy hanging knows something that this hitman wants to know. While he's doing all this, knock, 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 knock on the door, and he looks through the peephole, sees it's 2 of New York's finest. I don't know if this is New York. This ain't New York. Why did I say New York? This has got to be DC or something, right? Because the Capitol's there. Anyways, They're there. The jig is up. Oh no, what's this guy gonna do? We're gonna go to this pub, and where there's a news on, and they're saying Senator Robert Brady struggles to rally support on the Hill for his so-called Citizens' Privacy Bill of Rights. So this Bill of Rights is aimed to, it's a pretty bunch of gag order for the news, so that they can't report things that the public should know. And we see here there's two characters, and they're having a beer and playing some pool inside this pub. This is Kate is the lady, and these are both detectives in the PD. And his name is Mitch. So they're sitting there and they're, going off of each other, and she's kind of like a high-ranking detective, and he's her partner, and they're playing pool and drinking and just shooting the crap and dishing on each other when in comes a call. Officer down. Whoa, officer down? There were just officers in that last scene we seen. So I think this might be my panel pick here, because you can really feel when they come rushing out of this bar. You could feel the rush of urgency, how the rain is distorting everything, and it's just a really cool panel. I've been copping out the last few comics where I've been pretty much taking like 2-page spreads or the whole page spread as my panel pick. Obviously there's going to be panel picks because a whole page spread, it's like a cover. But anyways, I'm gonna do an actual panel this time. So that's my panel pick. They go rushing into the apartment building where this call came in. It only takes them a couple minutes to get there. They come in, they're Metro PD, and here's a guy, an old dude, like up on the 4th floor, heard gunshots. So they're like, get back in your apartment. They go rushing upstairs, and we know who that is. That's the guy who was just with the people upstairs hanging the dude. So they bust in the door, and they see 2 cops shot on the floor. That guy's hanging there, and he's not dead yet. So she goes and she's trying to pick him up to keep him from hanging, and she's trying to get Mitch's attention, but Mitch is talking to this shot cop, like, talk to me, tell me what's going on. And he gets out, gray hair, 50s, black suit, and Mitch is like, we just seen that guy, we passed him as soon as we came in. But so he goes running out the door, and she's like, no, you got to help me get this guy down, Mitch, he's gonna die. So, but he's already on the tail of the guy who shot him. So she takes her gun. Only thing she has to do, she blasts the ligature, whatever that thing is, hanging the dude, and he falls down. So then we go to Mitch, or Kate then tries to resuscitate the 2 officers. So we go to Mitch. He flies out the door of the apartment building, and here in the background we see the shadow of a figure with a pistol. What happens, guys? I told you, 100% octane. Boom. Mitch is shot in the back by our guy here, and he reminds me of the guy, I can't remember who plays him, but when in that Jamie Foxx movie, Collateral Damage, this reminds me of the bad guy in that movie. I can't even remember who plays him. Anyways, Mitch ends up dying. We're back at the police station, and Kate's getting grilled by the captain. And she's like, well, the captain is just giving her all kinds of grief. She's like, so you left your partner to go and find the suspect. Kate's like, no, Mitch left me. She's like, oh, well, if you would have went with him, maybe things would be different. And Kate says, yeah, they would be. You'd have 4 dead bodies on your hands instead of 2. One of the officers, he's in critical but stable condition. The bullet missed his heart, and she saved the kid, but he's not talking right now because he's in comatose. She said she should have shot the ligature down before hypoxia and all that stuff happened. But he might have brain damage now. And then the captain said, yeah, that leads me into my next point. You discharged the firearm through the floor and out the ceiling. If there was anybody in that apartment above, you could have killed him. And Kate's rebutted us, well, we were on the top floor, and there was a rainstorm going on. I used pretty sound judgment when I said, I'm going to shoot through the floor because I don't think anybody's going to be crawling around out there in the rain on the roof. And, that kind of shuts the captain up. She's like, don't sass me. So, they keep badgering each other, and then the captain's finally like, you know what? We're shorthanded. I'm going to leave you with the squad. Everything's yours. This is your case, but I'm bringing in one of the 2nd District's best and brightest. He's going to be your new helper. Get him up to speed when he gets here. Kate's like, I gotta go. So she starts talking to the squad, and one of the squad members is like, we're gonna get this guy. Whatever you need, we got your back. And this guy from a different part of the squad, like, too bad no one had Mitch's. So you could see, man, something's up. They don't like this chick for some reason, but she seems like she's okay. I mean, we don't know what's going on yet, but to me, she seems great. I don't know why they're giving her such a problem here. So she heads back over to the crime scene, and she's going in where everything happened. She's looking for, give me some indication of what was going on here. So she says the neighbor who called the cops said that they seen somebody hanging through the windows, but when she looks, she has to open the curtain. So somebody must have, shut the curtain after they had already seen. So she's thinking there was somebody in here with the person, and it wasn't like a suicide attempt. And then here comes Doherty, Detective Doherty. This is the person that they send over, and she's kind of off-putting, but she's like, all right, well, help's help. So she brings him in, and they're going over the scene, and she's bringing him up to speed. And he says, how was it supposed to look like a suicide attempt when this guy's hands were tied behind his back? She's like, well, they were tied with a folded flat pillowcase, so it doesn't leave ligature marks. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that would not leave ligature marks. I don't know. But anyways, so they surmised that there was an interrogation here. So they're like, oh, what? So he was trying to figure out something before he killed this guy. So Doherty is like, well, why would he take that much time? And Kate's, well, he was still in the building when we got here. So he was looking for something the CSI didn't find, and maybe he didn't find either. So they go and start destroying the place, looking for some hidden object, and they finally found it here. I think it was in like a paint can or something like that. It's kind of hard to tell. It may be a pipe. What this is, but it's something rolled up, and it ends up being 3 passports, a phone, and a few $1,000s in cash. None of the passports had the same name on them, so they're kind of, they need to figure out what this is. So she gives it to Doherty, and she's like, here, run this down to the place that can figure this out for us. And Doherty's like, what are you talking about? I just got here, and you're going to send me on errands? She's like, hey, nothing personal, but we're short-handed, and this is the job. If you don't want to do it, then get out. So she sends him down there. He goes down there, and now we're back, and we're talking to these people, and he's kind of describing what is going on here, and they're fake IDs. The burner was purchased for cash from a grocery store, and the only number it's called is another burner that was purchased with this, and a legal firm in DC Wade and Associates. So we don't know what Wade and Associates is, but they're going to try to go figure it out. Kate says she's gonna go talk to Wade and Associates, and she's gonna send Doherty down, and he's gonna check out the convenience store or the grocery store where these phones were purchased. And Doherty is like, can you trace where the second phone is? And the guy says, well, no, I tried, but it's dead. And they must have pulled a battery. And right when he says battery, he gets a text on this new phone, or on this phone that they found. It says, Marquis Hotel, Ambassador Suite, 9 p.m., no cops or she dies. So they get all the squad together, and they go, and they're standing outside the door here at the Marquis Hotel, and they're getting ready to breach. 1, 2, 3, breach! And what do they see? Senator Roberts engaging in some kind of act here, guys. I guess they're hugging. They're hugging. And he's immediately, this is not what it looks like. But this is the end of the story, guys. Pretty good one. I think I'm going to give this comic a Steel Dawn. Good movie by Patrick Swayze. I think it's fitting. Every once in a while I like to have a crime story. There's a good hard case crimes or something like that. Does some crime comics every once in a while. They have one called Peepland. That's really good. So I think I'm going to read the rest of this. I know I have the rest of it. This is the comics where I started when I first started collecting. Again, I collected since I was a kid, but I never really kept the comics. I would read them and then give them to my cousin. But anyways, ever since I've started collecting again, when I first started, I was trying to get full runs of non-Marvel DC comics, because that's what I liked. Now I don't do that anymore because I just don't have the space for it. I collect number ones and just any issues that I think are awesome. So I'm going to read the rest of this. If you guys read it, let me know how you think it is. I hope you liked this one. Be good to yourselves. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. We got a lot of stuff going on here. I got more toy videos coming up. I got, and I've been buying a ton of comics, so I got a ton of, I probably got like 4 or 5 more videos of just comic hauls that I'm going to have here. I got unboxings. I got all kinds of stuff coming down the pike. I just don't want to release it all at one time. So, yeah, good stuff coming. Let me know what you think about the new logo. So I'm going to redo the YouTube channel, banner and everything. So we'll get all that done. But thanks for joining me today. Be good to yourselves. We'll see you on Wednesday.